Hello and welcome back to Migratory Game. I got a lot of new subscribers. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Matt Lewis. I do a little bit of everything, outdoors channel kinda. Migratory games for migratory bird hunting. So that's what the channel started out as, is just ducks and doves, mainly some dog training. It's been a while since I made a video, so I apologize for that. I'm gonna try to start regularly making videos again, once a week at least. I got some more dog training videos going to come out. I got a comparison between Federal and Winchester, kind of like the premium loads versus the cheap Super X's. That'll probably be the next video I do, is kind of like a pattern test, and we'll just take a look at the shells, cut them open, and see what it's like. I've done a video like that last year versus Federal versus Winchester, the premium loads. So this will be my third dove hunting tip video. It's not much going to change really from the last two videos. There's not a whole lot that goes into dove hunting. If you're new to it, it's really easy to get into. It's really cheap. I recommend it. It's a lot of fun. If you're planning on duck hunting, I suggest you try dove hunting first and then see if you're going to like it before you go spend a bunch of money on duck hunting. Duck hunting is pretty expensive. You don't have to have the best of the best, and you don't really have to have a whole lot of decoys. At least for my area, we don't get a big migration, so we usually hunt with, you know, a dozen most, maybe. Sometimes we'll put out a real big spread late in the season or something like that. But starting out, it's, you know, I might take out just 3 or 4 decoys and throw them out in the creek or something like that. Like I said, my area, we don't see a whole lot of birds. The migration's not been very good for the last few years. And actually, I didn't even hunt much last year. I think I went out 3, maybe 4 times. Then my truck blew up, and then I pretty much called it done. Another reason why I kind of quit hunting last year, and it kind of sucks, but I knew it was going to happen eventually. So my dad, those of you who know him as Hank, he had a heart attack, and then, you know, he's doing good. Everything's fine now. He's real healthy. He's doing well. You'll see him here in these dove hunting videos coming up. But he had a heart attack, and then it kind of ended his season. Well, it didn't just end his season. He's kind of done duck hunting now, and he talked about it for a few years, last 5 or 6 years that I can remember. He would kind of get frustrated because he's got something going on with his hip, to where if he walks a lot, his hip hurts, and then he can't pack in a lot of stuff, pack decoys or blinds, stuff like that. So I would try to pack everything, and then let him pack his gun and his seat, and then I would carry everything else. And he, you know, it kind of bothered him that he wasn't able to help us, but I didn't care, you know. I mean, it wasn't, I didn't need his help. Not that I don't need his help, but it's not what I mean. I mean, like, I told him I would pack all that and pack him in if I had to, just to have him out there hunting with me. He doesn't need to carry anything to come and enjoy the hunt. I didn't care that he didn't carry anything. It didn't matter to me. And like I said, if I had to carry him in too, I will. And I mean it. But since he had a heart attack, he's not supposed to get cold, and now he gets cold kind of relatively easy. So my duck hunting partner, he's done, and it kind of sucks. Like I said, I knew it was coming. I wasn't expecting it to be so soon. But he's gonna be dove hunting, so that's what I got to look forward to, spending some more time with him out in the field hunting. But as far as duck hunting goes, it might be a lot of solo hunts this year. I'm going to use my SUV. My truck's still down. Like I said, I blew the motor up. It's going to be $1,200 to fix it, and at the moment, I don't have the $1,200 to buy the new parts for it. Plus, I still got to put it in. I pulled it out myself, so I got to put it in myself, and it's hard to tell. It might be, you know, $1,500 to $2,000 by the time I'm done to get it back on the road. But anyways, this video is going to be some dove hunting tips. Not really tips, just kind of get you a general idea of what you need to go dove hunting. First thing is your hunting license, and from what I learned last year from other people, is it's different for different states. For us here in Ohio, you got to have a hunting license, and you got to call in and get your HIP certification number, and it's just an automated survey. You call the 1-800 number, you'll take an automated survey, and at the end of it, they'll give you a number. You write that number down on your hunting license, and then we're legal to hunt doves here in Ohio. As far as waterfowl goes, you got to get a federal duck hunting stamp and a wetlands habitat stamp. Those are 2 separate things. Used to, you have to go to the post office and get them, but lately we've been able to get them from Walmart. Both stamps, 1 spot. You still got to have your HIP certification number to hunt ducks plus those 2 stamps. That's for Ohio. I don't know how it is in other states. You'll have to check your laws, make sure that you're legal to go. But as far as dove hunting goes, you don't really need a whole lot. You don't really need a bunch of camo, blind, you know, not really none of that stuff. A little camo shirt, some khaki pants, or you can wear blue jeans. It don't really matter. Tuck up against a hay bale or sit up against a tree or whatever. I mean, we've done it before. We sat out like right out in the middle of the field, but we try to sit against something or get something for a background, whether it be a cornfield or something like that. So as far as camo and a bunch of blinds and stuff like that, you don't need all that. Just a camo shirt and try to tuck yourself in behind something. As far as decoys though, I recommend, if you got the extra money, they're like $30, $40. Sometimes you can find them cheaper than that, but I really recommend a Voodoo Dove Mojo. It's battery operated. It takes 4 AA batteries. I got 3 of them. I got one on this big pole. That pole's not necessary. When you buy the Voodoo Dove Mojo, it comes with these stakes, so they come with poles. I've had doves pretty much try to land right on the Voodoo Dove Mojo, so you got to be careful and not shoot your mojos. But I really recommend them. You don't really need these decoys, these little dove decoys. If you can get a Voodoo Dove Mojo or 2 of them, that's really going to improve your odds of dove hunting. The success with having them for me is, I don't know why we hunted without them, really. Another good thing is having a pretty good chair. I really like this one. Dad picked it up at Rural King. I can't remember, I think it's like $10, $15, I think. But a good chair, if you don't have a chair, a good bucket works fine. You can get just a regular 5-gallon bucket. You can paint it, kind of camouflage it in, and then you can put all your gear in the bucket. You can carry it all in, your doves, your Voodoo Mojos, all that stuff can go right in the bucket. You can carry all your stuff in there, your shells, everything. Set it all up, come back out, flip your bucket over, and then you can sit on it. I like the chair because it's got a backrest, but if you don't have a chair, that right there, we hunted off them for a few years. Can't go wrong with a good old 5-gallon bucket. As far as being successful in a dove hunt, you got to go scout. Just like anything else you're hunting, ducks, geese, you got to go find the birds. If you're not where the birds are, you're not going to have a good time. The mojos really ain't going to help you. You'll see birds flying out in the distance, but they won't pull them in unless they're flying over where you're at. Then the mojos will draw them right to it. I've seen it time and time again. Another thing is, early in the morning, I like to do it, get out there before sun comes up, and then wait on, you know, the legal time to shoot. And then it seems like about 10 o'clock, 11, when it starts getting pretty hot, they kind of slow down a lot, so then we'll pick it up and we might go back out that evening. But early morning and late evening is the best time to go, from what I've found over the years. Now, some of you probably get overwhelmed with all the different, probably not anymore, it used to be, different varieties of ammo: Federal, Winchester, 7, 7.5, 8-shot. We just use target loads, just a cheap, light target loads. 7, 7.5, 8, it don't matter. Federal, Winchester, it don't matter. Whatever you can find. I know ammo's hard to find right now, so if you can pick up a couple boxes, whatever you can find, it will work. It don't really matter, because they're gonna, if you got some mojos or something, you're gonna be shooting them kind of close anyways. So, and that's another thing. Choose your shots. You don't want to shoot them out real far. Try to make sure they're kind of close and maybe slowing down. Doves are hard to hit. They'll start like ducking on you and stuff. So don't get frustrated if you miss. You know, your first time out, you start missing a few. They're hard to hit. But one thing about it is dove season is just getting us primed up for duck season. Not just us as shooters, but also the dogs. It's a good time to really get the dogs in the field and correct any issues that you might have that you didn't catch when you're training. Training and hunting is 2 different things for the dogs, and they realize it. They know, okay, I'm training, and then they know when it's an actual hunt. For my example, my old dog Apollo is a black lab, real good dog. I trained him myself. He's just a pleasure dog. He's not a field trial dog. I train just hunting dogs. I just want him to go get my birds and bring them back. I don't really need him to do a bunch of fancy stuff. If I need to, I'll get up and go help him, and I'm all right with that. But I got him doing some blind retrieving. He's not the best at it, but he does it. Singles, doubles, as long as they don't float away, I don't have no problems there. When I'm training him, he'll sit right beside me, and I can throw 100 bumpers, and he won't move. When I take him out in the field, and I shoot that gun, and he sees that bird fall, he wants to go. So I tie him off just for a safety precaution, and then he knows when he's tied off because he won't try to break. But as soon as I take the leash off of him, I'll try to make him sit there and wait until I call his name like we're hunting. And it helps, but he knows the difference. You can just tell in his body language. He knows that he's out there hunting, and he enjoys hunting a lot. So little issues like that. But those little issues ain't a real big deal to me. I don't want him running out there while we're still shooting and accidentally get shot. So that's why I tie him against my seat. Now this year, I'm gonna hunt Mia. I put her up for sale on Facebook for $800, which in my opinion is pretty cheap. She's a starter dog. She listens good, she handles good, she picks up the bumpers, she heels, she holds it. You know, I don't have to pick them up from the ground. She retrieves two-hand. So, you know, a pup like that was $600 is what they sold the litter for, and this is just a litter mate out of Apollo, so I got pick of the litter. So I don't have any money in her, but I was gonna sell her for $800 as a starter dog. I put her on Facebook, and I had a few people interested. For some reason, they changed their mind. The reason why I was going to sell her is because Apollo broke through the kennel fence when she was in heat, and he ended up breeding her. And I thought she was pregnant. She started swelling up, looked like she was about to have some pups, and then next thing I know, her belly started going down, her tits started drawing up. She didn't have any pups. So I don't know if it was a false pregnancy or she had a miscarriage. I'm not real sure, but I was going to sell her so the accident couldn't happen again. I think I got the fence pretty well taken care of. I got their boxes on the opposite sides, so there's just a small gap where they can try to get through. And actually, she was just in heat last week, or going out last week, I should say. She's pretty much out of heat now, and he didn't break through. So I've decided to just keep her. I'm going to hunt her. I don't think I'm going to sell her now. If I do, it's not going to be for $800. So some of you guys that was on Facebook was interested in her. You might be able to see what you could have had, because she's doing real good on some training. I've been throwing singles, doubles, and then we've been doing a lot of, we call them pattern blinds. And it's just where you take a bumper out 10, 15 feet, set it, another 10, 15 feet, set another one, like a ladder. It's just stacked out across the yard like a ladder, and you'll send her, she'll get the first one, send her, get the second one, and then she just gets further and further away from you. It's just prepping them for blind retrieving. You know, she didn't see it fall. She does see me set them out there, but anyways, I took her out there, started doing that. She clicked right through it, had no issues. Took her to the creek, no issues. She's just doing good all around, just doing good. So I'll show you some videos here soon of some training with her. But enough rambling of that. This is about a dove hunting video. So what we really want for dove hunting is just some light loads, the cheapest things we can find, anything we can find, a good seat, some decoys. I really recommend the Voodoo Dove Mojo. The success rate for them is awesome. They're phenomenal. They work great. The batteries last a while in them. These ones here are 3 seasons old. I think one might be 4 seasons, but I haven't had any issues out of none of them. One of them squeaks a little bit, but it is what it is. But a little oil will probably help out. But like I said, I've used them for 3-4 years, and I've never had an issue. They always seem to work. A bag, I keep them in a bag. Let me get it. So this is the bag I keep them in. I keep the Voodoo Dove Mojo in here, and I keep the wings up here separate. These right here, like I said, they got a switch. I need batteries for this one, but switch here, batteries go in there. That's just Velcro. The wings, they just slide on. It's notched, slides right on there. That's it, and then they spin. Comes with a 3-piece stake. I put them together and I left them together. I even painted the stake because they're solid green. Don't have to, they're green. So what did we say? We said chair, light loads, Dove Mojo, camo shirt, hunting license. And find a cornfield, a wheat field, Milo, whatever's in your area. Sunflowers are really good if you find sunflower field, but whatever's in your area, go check them out. Watch them early morning, late evening, see if you see any flying around in that area, and then just go set up and have fun. That's all there is to dove hunting. Don't get overwhelmed with it. Don't think you gotta have a whole bunch of stuff to go out there and dove hunt, because you don't. Like I said, a bucket, a mojo, your guns, that's it, pretty much. I mean, you can go out there just the bare minimum and have a blast. One good thing about it is it's good for, you know, a bunch of people can go. You take your kids out there. It's not cold. One other thing, for our area, it's still kind of warm. You know, dove season starts September 1st, and I think that's pretty much everywhere. Dove season starts September 1st, but it's kind of warm, so I recommend if you got like a little cooler, put a little bit of ice in there, put your doves in there if you plan on hunting all day. Like I said, we pretty much quit when it starts to get hot. So I come home, clean my birds out right away, and then I don't really have to worry about them spoiling. That's pretty much it as far as dove hunting. I got a tip for the dogs if you're going to go dove hunting. Some places they're in a lot of water. It's dry. So let me grab that, and I'll bring that back out, and then that'll be it. We'll just wrap that up. I'll show you this. This is pretty sweet. I can't take all the credit for it. I seen it on Stoney Dennis's video a couple years ago, and it worked awesome for us in the past. All right, so I got it, and when you guys see this, you're gonna say, "What? Man, that's cool. Check this out. This is it. Just a gallon of water." But I also took another gallon and I cut it right below the handle. It's kind of a line that goes all the way around the milk jug. You got a bowl. You got your water and then your watering bowl. And then when you're done, your dog's done, you can dump it out. It slides right back together. So you got your bowl and your water together. You don't have to pack around an extra bowl. I mean, this thing is awesome. Like I said, that wasn't my idea. I seen it on a video Stoney Dennis did. He talked about some tips and stuff, and that was one of them. And I mean, whoever come up with that, that's pretty smart. That's about all I got. Last year I done a giveaway when I got to, I think it was 500 subscribers. It was a Voodoo Dove Mojo, or it was a $30 gift card, or what was it, a 6-pack of Higdon standard duck decoys. You know, whatever you wanted, pretty much. They're all about the same. I would say I'd do another giveaway. Same thing. I'm gonna shoot for 1,000 subscribers before I do another giveaway, so it's hard to tell when that'll be. So just keep an eye out on it, and when I get there, if you guys see this, please subscribe. But when I get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll figure out another giveaway, whether it be a Voodoo Dove Mojo or something like that. I don't know. It just depends on the time of year, I guess. Is what I'm trying to say. It might just be another gift card. But I hope these tips, not really tips. I mean, it's just the basics for dove hunting. And I hope this stuff helps you guys out. If it does, like I said, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. That's pretty much all I got for now. And as always, I'll see you next time.